The Book of Ruth, chapter 1. In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land. So a man from Bethlehem in Judah, together with his wife and 2 sons, went to live for a while in the country of Moab. The man's name was Elimelech. His wife's name was Naomi. And the names of his 2 sons were Mahlon and Chilion. They were Ephrathites from Bethlehem, Judah. And they went to Moab and lived there. Now Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. They married Moabite women, one named Orpah and the other Ruth. After they had lived there about 10 years, both Mahlon and Chilion also died, and Naomi was left without her 2 sons and her husband. When Naomi heard in Moab that the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them, she and her daughters-in-law prepared to return home from there. With her 2 daughters-in-law she left the place where she had been living and set out on the road that would take them back to the land of Judah. Then Naomi said to her 2 daughters-in-law,
The screen is bright. I kind of want to read now, because it's like... Okay, no, I can still listen to it, actually.
Go back, each of you, to your mother's home. May the Lord show you kindness, as you have shown kindness to your dead husband and to me. May the Lord grant that each of you will find rest in the home of another husband. Then she kissed them good-bye, and they wept aloud, and said to her, We will go back with you to your people. But Naomi said, Return home, my daughters. Why would you come with me? Am I going to have any more sons? Who could become your husbands? Return home, my daughters. I am too old to have another husband. Even if I thought there was still hope for me, even if I had a husband tonight and then gave birth to sons, would you wait until they grew up? Would you remain unmarried for them? No, my daughters, it is more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord's hand has turned against me. At this they wept aloud again. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law good-bye. But Ruth clung to her. Look, said Naomi, your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her. But Ruth replied, Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me. When Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. So the 2 women went on until they came to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the women exclaimed, Can this be Naomi? Don't call me Naomi, she told them. Call me Mara, because the Almighty has made my life very bitter. I went away full, but the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi? The Lord has afflicted me. The Almighty has brought misfortune upon me. So Naomi returned from Moab, accompanied by Ruth the Moabite, her daughter-in-law, arriving in Bethlehem as the barley harvest was beginning.
Okay. I gotta read the beginning because in the days. And the names of his 2 sons. Okay. Husband died and she was left with her 2 sons. They married. Wait, what? Oh, okay. After they had lived there about 10 years, both also died, and Naomi was left without her 2 sons and her husband. When Naomi heard the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them, she and her daughters-in-law prepared to return home from there. With her 2 daughters-in-law, she left the place where she had been living and set out on the road to take them back to the land. Then Naomi said to her daughters, Go back, each of you, to your mother's home. Wait, what? What? I thought Naomi was the mom. Wait. Husband died and she was... They married... Oh, daughters-in-law. Okay. With her 2 daughters-in-law, she left the place where she had been living. Okay. May the Lord show you kindness as you have shown kindness to your dead husbands and to me. May the Lord grant that each of you will find rest in the home of another husband, that you can sleep quiet and they will go out and they'll go with you. So they chose to be with their stepmom, their mother-in-law. No, not their stepmom, their mother-in-law instead of their actual mothers. Okay. So the key verse of today is, but Ruth said, do not urge me to leave you or turn back from following you, for where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. Thus may the Lord do to me and worse, if anything but death parts you and me. Why do you think Ruth refused to go back to her homeland? Well, I don't know about Ruth, but it sounds like she had like a really strong connection with Naomi. You guys know about Ruth? You think it was because Naomi was sad? Like, you think that, okay, you think Ruth stayed with Naomi because you feel like she felt, hold on, like Naomi needed her? Damn, she lost her husband and her kids. She was loyal to Naomi, yeah. When Ruth chose Naomi's God, she chose to follow the one true God rather than the gods of her homeland. Oh, how did this change Ruth's life? Accompanied by Ruth, her daughter-in-law, arriving in Bethlehem as the barley harvest was beginning. I don't know. I think there's more to it. Oh, she left her homeland. Child, I'm tired. I think they were all sad because they all lost their husbands, so they stayed together to care for each other. Okay, so now we have to apply. Naomi's husband and 2 sons died, and she was left in a foreign land. Moab, with her 2 daughters-in-law. Moab. She headed home to Bethlehem, where she heard there was food. She told her 2 daughters-in-law to go back to their homes and their gods. She knew they must find new husbands because in that day a woman needed a husband to provide for her. Orpah obeyed, but Ruth refused to leave her mother-in-law. She clung to Naomi, demonstrating a loyalty seldom found in today's world. She journeyed with Naomi to the land of Bethlehem. As chapter 1 of Ruth closes, Ruth and Naomi arrived in Bethlehem just in time for the barley harvest. This is how God works. His timing is perfect. God's plan to provide for Ruth and Naomi is a beautiful story. As the book of Ruth continues to unfold, Ruth's faithfulness to her mother-in-law inspires us to be loyal regardless of the cost. She was loyal to the soil for no reason except she just wanted to be loyal, and she got rewarded. I feel like regardless of what the reward will be, if you're loyal to somebody, what's the word? Like, it should never be, like, you should always be loyal. It should never be, what's the word I'm looking for? It should never be, not necessarily, yeah, it should never be conditional, yeah. It should never be conditional. Just, I guess, conditional. You should be loyal without thinking that there's going to be a reward. Hear from, Ace, you just came from a raid? Oh. Well, Ace hasn't been in here. That's why I was like, wait, what's going on? Okay. Okay, so now we have to pray. So close your eyes. Everyone close their eyes, and I'm going to pray over you guys. Stop typing for a second. Just pray with me. It's a 30-second prayer, if even that, 15 seconds. Okay. Help me, Lord, to be found loyal to my family and friends. May I be like Ruth, who refused to turn away and leave her mother-in-law in need. May I be one who is found faithful to you and to those who are in need. Amen. That's a really good prayer, too. That's a really good prayer. Help me, Lord, to be found loyal to my family and friends. May I be like Ruth, who refused to turn away and leave her mother-in-law in need. May I be one who is found faithful to you and to those who are in need. Amen. The devil sent you? Well, let me go ahead and remove you. He said I'm gay, Ryaah? Wait, what? I'm seeing I'm gay. That's what happens when you type ads? What the fuck is that? Is that only in my chat? Whose chat? Why? Is that in everybody's chat? My fault. Did you untime him? Oh, I never knew that. I would always see the I'm gays, and I'm just like, I don't understand what that is. Tomorrow is Naomi's blessing. That'll be good. Today was a good Bible study. Good stuff, good stuff.